Hello everyone, I am Kalerasi. I have some exciting news. From today, I am starting English episodes on this podcast. Many of my friends and relatives have asked me for content in English so they can share it with friends who don't understand Tamil. Don't worry, I will still bring in Tamil episodes with examples and explanations. Also, I would love to hear from you what you like, what you want more of, or any suggestions. You can reach me at queenart1974@gmail.com. queenart1974@gmail.com. Your feedback will help me make this podcast better for everyone. Now let's dive into today's episode. Today's topic is metacognition. Have you heard about this concept? What does it mean? In simple words, metacognition means thinking about thinking. Metacognition is noticing how your mind works and asking questions like, why did I react like this? Is this thought helpful or automatic? This is taking a step one level above the mind. Let me tell you a short story now. Rahul was a good person. He was hardworking, sincere and intelligent. But there was one thing he struggled with, his impulsive reactions. Whenever someone questioned his work, corrected him or misunderstood him, his mind would immediately jump to conclusions. They don't respect me. They are blaming me. I am not good enough. Before he even realized what was happening, his emotions would take over. His voice would change. His body would tense up. And later, when everything was quiet, regret would arrive. One evening, after a particularly stressful day, Rahul asked himself a simple question. Why do I always react like this, even when I don't want to? He didn't get an answer that day, but something shifted. A few days later, during a team meeting, his manager said, Rahul, I think this idea needs some changes. The old pattern started again. His heart beat faster, his stomach tightened, that familiar thought appeared. He is attacking me. But this time, Rahul didn't immediately speak. Instead, he noticed what was happening inside him. He noticed the thought, he noticed the emotion, he noticed the urge to defend himself. And then another thought quietly appeared. Is this a fact or is this just my interpretation? For the first time, Rahul understands something important. He realized that a thought is not a command. A feeling is not a final truth. That small realization gave him space. In that space, he took a breath. He chose his response instead of following his reaction. He said, okay, I see your point. Let me explain my idea and we can improve it. The meeting moved forward smoothly. There was no conflict, no emotional exhaustion, no heavy feeling in his chest afterward. Later that day, Rahul noticed something surprising. The situation hadn't changed. The words spoken hadn't changed, but his inner experience had changed completely. From that day on, Rahul began practicing this inner peace. Before replying to a message, he asked himself, what am I thinking right now? Before blaming himself, he asked, is this thought helping me or hurting me? Slowly, Rahul's life became more balanced. He still had challenges. He still made mistakes, but he was no longer trapped into his thoughts. He had learned a powerful skill, the ability to observe his own mind. That skill is called metacognition. The unexamined life is not worth living. This was said by Socrates. If we live without observing our own thoughts, emotions, habits, and decisions, we are only reacting, not truly living. This observation and examination is called metacognition, the ability to step back and watch your own thinking. Now you might be thinking, this sounds good, but how do I actually do this in my life? Here is the good news. Metacognition is not something you need to study for years. You don't have to control your thoughts. You don't have to stop your mind. You only need to learn one small habit, how to pause and notice your thinking. Think of the pause not as self-control, but as creating a tiny speed breaker in your mind. The instant you feel triggered, silently say one word, wait. That's it. One word. That simple word shifts the brain from reaction mode to observer mode. Next, you exhale once. It is not 3 breaths, no counting, just one slow exhale. Why exhale? Because anger and impulsivity ride on inhalation and tension. Exhale tells our nervous system, no emergency. Delay your mouth, not the mind. Keep a simple inner rule. I can think anything, but I won't speak for 2 seconds. The formula for the pass? A word. A long exhale and don't speak for 2 seconds. To make it simple, a word, a long exhale, silence for 2 seconds. That's the pass. You need to practice this tiny habit every day. Say wait, exhale, count 2 seconds before speaking. Do it when you are calm. Then the brain remembers it when chaos comes. The pass will not be perfect at first. Sometimes you will react and then remember the pass. That's not failure, that's training. This shift from failure to training happens only when we become aware of our own thinking. Why metacognition is very essential in our life? It gives us inner freedom. When we develop metacognition, we stop being controlled by our thoughts, emotions, fears, and past conditioning. Instead of automatically reacting, we begin to observe what is happening inside us. This small pause can create freedom, the freedom to choose our response, our words, and our actions consciously. Without metacognition, we live on autopilot. With it, we truly live our own life. In the forthcoming episodes, we will dive deeper into metacognition, exploring its hidden power, understanding the habits that build or block it, and learning practical techniques you can use in everyday life. I am excited to continue this journey with you. I would love to hear your thoughts, suggestions, or questions. You can email me anytime at queenart1974@gmail.com. Thank you.